It is a big setback that is coming into Twitter as the social media giant has lost its legal protective cover. Twitter has lost its intermediary status in India. That means that if there's any charge against the microblogging site for alleged unlawful content, it would be treated as a publisher, not an intermediary, and will be liable for punishment. Government sources have told India Today that Twitter did not comply despite letters from the ministry. Government sources also say that it has received news report claiming that Twitter will announce the name of a chief compliance officer soon, but then Twitter would remain exposed to the provisions of law. Meanwhile, Twitter has become the first amongst the likes of Facebook, Google, Instagram, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, etc. to have lost its intermediary status. IT Minister's first response. Breaking news coming in. Ravi Shankar Prasad puts out a tweet and I quote, Twitter has failed to comply with the intermediary guidelines that came into effect from 26th of May. It has deliberately chosen the path of non-compliance. Astounding that Twitter, that portrays itself as the flag bearer of free speech, chooses the path of deliberate defiance when it comes to intermediary guidelines. While Twitter has been over-enthusiastic about its fact-checking mechanism, its failure to act in multiple cases like UP is perplexing and indicates inconsistency in fighting misinformation. If any foreign entity believes that they can portray itself as the flag bearer of free speech in India to excuse itself from complying with the law of the land, such attempts are misplaced. Unquote. Paulami Saha joins us for the very latest. Paulami, while the entire tweet is absolutely clear, if you could just tell us what Ravi Shankar Prasad means when he says if any foreign entity believes that they can portray itself as the flag bearer of free speech in India to excuse itself from complying with the law of the land, such attempts are misplaced. If you can clarify this part.
Well, Chetty, what the IT minister has put out is that basically Twitter, which was to comply with the social media intermediary guidelines which came into effect on the 26th of May, has not done so. Now it has lost its legal indemnity. So while it, of course, claims to be the flag bearer of free speech, as the minister puts it, it cannot, of course, dismiss its role in complying with Indian law. If Indian companies are expected to follow foreign laws wherever they go, whatever sort of company, IT companies, pharma companies, if they are expected to follow the law of the land elsewhere, then why is Twitter, under the belief that it doesn't have to comply with Indian laws? Indian laws are, as he says, the bedrock of Indian society, and if all other platforms can comply with those rules and regulations which have been put in place because of what he says, the menace of fake news, which ends up creating a lot of communal disharmony on the ground, insights situations on the ground. For those reasons that the social media intermediary rules exist, and if Twitter is going to not comply with the same, then it will lose its legal indemnity, which it has, as has been confirmed to us from our sources within the Ministry of Information Technology.
Absolutely. Thank you, Paulami, for bringing our viewers up to speed with the latest and clarifying this tweet and the notification that has been put out by the IT Ministry. We've got some more breaking news coming in. Breaking news just coming in. Twitter's last response to government access. They say, and I quote, "We're making progress with relation to establishing an appropriate local office for Twitter Incorporated with the advice of consultants in India. We have been advised that it is necessary for us to establish this office prior to hiring the CCO and other officers on a permanent basis." Unquote. CC, of course, refers to a Chief Compliance Officer. Rahul Srivastav will be joining us in just about a bit for the very latest on this. Rahul, what do you make of Twitter's last response that is going out to the government?
Chetty, it's a very strange response which has been received by the government via an email from Twitter that while the rules regarding significant social media intermediaries set in by the government of India kicked in from May 26th, after repeated requests and reminders and a grace period offered by the central government, the Twitter has responded to the government by saying that it is creating an office, and it has been advised by the consultant that the officers like compliance officers should be appointed once there is a proper local office. Now the government is extremely peeved that how can a real estate issue have anything to do with complying with the rules by a company like Twitter, given the fact that rules are uniform to everybody and Twitter does have an existing office. There is a long timeline which has been issued by the government, in which it is government is saying that appropriate amount of time, both in terms of 3 months initially given for complying with the rules, and then a grace period was offered. Despite that, Twitter has been recalcitrant as far as complying with the rules is concerned. First, it said that it is looking into it despite the lapsing of the deadline. Then it appointed somebody as the chief grievance officer and nodal officer, while that gentleman was an employee of a law firm. Then it got back to the government. They have contracted him as an employee. The government still accepted the demand. Still, the chief compliance officer was not appointed. And now a very strange request that till a local office for Twitter is established, they are not going to appoint a chief compliance officer. And the government is very unhappy with it.
All right, leave it at that, Rahul. Thanks so much for getting us up to speed and bringing the right kind of perspective to this particular story. This remains to be